good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the WeFi decentralized banking Zoom presentation. I'm super excited to be here today. Many of you know me. My name is Quentin, aka Mr. CPMD, aka Mr. Crypto Pays Me Daily, and I am excited to just present the person that's going to be speaking for you today. Just an incredible gentleman, and we've got some exciting information, the first of its kind in this industry. And this is something that you definitely want to see and be a part of. This will disrupt the traditional banking industry. And as you may know, you've seen the markets have been going crazy here, new all-time highs happening over the last 24 to 48 hours. And so this directly ties right into what we're going to be talking about today. And I have the pleasure to introduce our speaker today. And let me tell you, this gentleman, he really doesn't need an introduction. He is very well known in the network marketing and direct sales space. I was actually a part of one of the companies that he was the top earner at, earning over $40 million, building a downline of over 700,000 people. This is just a professional in what he does. I actually had the pleasure of meeting him a few times inside of my building here where I live. He was doing meetings inside of my resident lounge upstairs. And you should have seen all of the Mercedes and the Rolls Royces that were here. So I knew something was going on, but just an absolute professional in this industry. He has been featured in multiple articles. You can go and look him up. He is documented. And that person is no other than Dr. John Sacktours. Sir, are you here? Do I have you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Absolutely.
No problem. Take it away, sir. We are excited to hear from you.
Well, first of all, thank you for the introduction. And thanks, Alex, and thanks everybody who's in the Zoom call today. And I was very fortunate last year to be invited for an interview to discover a company called WeFi. As a matter of fact, I ended up becoming part of the executive team as their community development officer. And I have some slide presentations so you can actually see some images right here. I met personally with Mr. Maxim Sakharov. He's the group CEO. Well, he explained to me what is about to happen with the WeFi, DeoBank, Web3, and DeFi itself. So the picture you're looking at, they came together almost 2.5 years ago and came up with an idea. What if we could create a new digital crypto bank? Knowing the problems the banks have, they're slow, they're not efficient, the technology is not there yet. So they decided to create the first decentralized bank. Now, I don't know if you know Mr. Reeve Collins, first picture to your left. He's the ex-founder of Tether, the famous USDT. He's the chairman and co-founder of the company. He's one of the decision makers in the company as well about the direction of the company. Mr. Maxim, more than a decade in the crypto space, very successful, launching 2 major platforms, one in California and one in Europe. Mr. Roman, he was the product officer for Wise, which did, I think they're doing about 9 billion a week. Mr. Joseph, he's an expert in the business development and product, digital. And Mr. Suleiman, he was ex-CEO of a national bank for decades. So each and every person you're looking at right now, you can look them up in LinkedIn and Facebook and Google. You're going to find credibility about their profession, which is basically banking, crypto, and technology. WeFi is not focused on network marketing, and is not even focused on what people think is a crypto investment plan. We are a bank, the first decentralized bank. And what they want to do is when they started looking at the whole space around the world, 1.4 billion people have no access to bank whatsoever. So WeFi is coming to allow the people, even if they do put a $100 deposit, that would be $140 billion company. And what do the banks do? Well, I'll tell you in a minute. So first of all, company is legally registered. One of the major concerns of many people is the company real, is the company legal? Yes. They are registered in Canada, Czech Republic, and the UAE as well. We have a decentralized algorithm computing power because as a bank, we're mining our own token, which is called WFI. Now, when we're talking about bank, WeFi Bank will be providing to their customers every single bank service available in your traditional bank: deposits, withdrawal, bank transfers, line of credit, loan, credit card. It will be available. It's coming very soon, and again, just 2 to 3 weeks. Then you have these companies called Coinbase, Binance, and all these crypto exchange companies. So now banks is one kind of organization for money, and crypto exchanges is the other part where they do fiat to crypto, crypto fiat. So imagine those two groups in one area. So people will be able to do everything in one place. They can do crypto exchange, crypto deposits. They can request the loans, credit cards, wire transfers, everything. Now, what makes this a different? We have attached a referral program. Although we're not thinking about MLM, we attach a referral program. So the customers or clients, they will be able to build, if they want, relationships or friendships and so forth, create a team per se. And with that, they will be able also to benefit from the bank as well, all the bank profit. Give me 1 second to reduce the phone. There you go. So with that said, as a bank, we also manufacture physical products. ATM crypto vending machines available in Dubai. Actually, we had them in Bangkok in our first event, June 14. 1,300 people, they showed up and they just put in money, buy, sell, buy, sell. It was quite exciting to see them. They say, wow, the machine is working. So this ATM crypto vending machine will also become as a franchising business for an additional revenue stream. We also have POS machine that actually will accept crypto to fiat and crypto to crypto. We also have it with a QR code, and we manufacture refreshments vending machines, where actually it will be another product for franchising for great business around the world. We already have an order of 1,000 units now in Vietnam. So look at this slide. Why would someone select WeFi Bank to do business with? The lowest fee in the industry, 1.5%. Now, when we're talking about a bank, it's digital bank. People ask me, where is your bank located? In the clouds, on blockchain. So here we, as a bank, we're also mining our own token. The token will be 1 billion tokens from 2004 to the end of 2032. 1 billion tokens. It's going to be halving every 2 years. So 9 months already passed. We're doing about 8 tokens, exactly 8 tokens per second. And people ask me many times, John, what if I buy it on the open market? Well, you can go buy it from Bitmart or from Binks. And here is a good example. If somebody would like to buy $1,000, they can buy 2,380 tokens right now in the open market. So for $1,000, people can buy tokens in the open market, keep them for a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever they want to keep them until the value goes up to $3, $4, $5, $10 or more. But regardless how long they'll keep them, they will always have the 2,380 tokens who they bought today for $1,000. Or $1,000 directly to the bank, WeFi, and they will purchase ITO, Initial Technology Offering, which is basically technological units called nodes who are mining or minting, or let's call it producing and delivering to you tokens every single second. So if you look at this comparison right now, Somebody may buy in the open market $1,000 worth of tokens. They'll get 2,300. Somebody else will buy directly from the bank directly, $1,000 worth of technology, that it will be mining tokens fully automated, approximately 30,000 tokens. So for the same amount of money, you can either buy the token or buy the technology that is giving you the tokens. Therefore, within time, the token cost will go down to a few cents, probably 4 or 5 cents instead of 42 cents. So with that, you can imagine what is the potential profitability or APR based on the purchase of tokens. Here, we talked about that right now, about the nodes, because that is the WeFi token will be available for people to either use it as money, like they use now USDT and Bitcoin in their WeFi Visa card. They can actually buy more technology to increase their quantity of tokens. They can actually even request a loan against their tokens, or they can sell them in the open market. So people have different options. Here we have a very simple example when somebody $10,000 at 45 cents with a target of $10 per token, the return on the money can go from 71,000 to 355,000, subject obviously to the value of the token at the time of the market. Here you have now, we have 3 groups of people. You can become a customer absolutely free. You can open up your own account, doesn't cost anything. In your own account, you can create different wallets. You can have a USDT, Bitcoin, Ethereum, WeFi, you can, it doesn't cost you anything. You just have to fund it. If you wish to buy your own WeFi Visa card, digital for the moment, is only $10 plus $3 per month. That's a customer. As soon as the banking component will open, you will have your own bank account with IBAN number. People will be able to send you money from any bank, from any country, at any local currency of, let's say, from dollar, it could be euro, it could be from China, Japan, doesn't matter from which country. When they wire money to you from their bank to your WeFi bank, the money will arrive and will be converted to USDT instantly. That's very important because you don't have to go through a third party to exchange money to crypto. It comes automatic. Now, the second choice is to become passive, which basically you can buy technology and you have your own tokens, and based on time, quantity, and value, you have your own profit just by yourself. It's a passive. Not building a network, don't create a community, don't talk to anybody, just you. Or for this call, I believe we're talking about, we call them KOL, which means key opinion leader. They are individuals who are willing to go out and share with other people about WeFi Bank and the services that we offer. So when somebody will buy technology, you make 5% minimum. So there is a commission on cashback from anyone in your team that is purchasing technology. The commissions range from 5% to 25%. To make it simple for everybody now, it's a unilevel structure. It's based on only 20 ranks, unlimited depth. And when there is a transaction takes place, when somebody enrolls someone new, the commission becomes available immediately and you can withdraw it at any time you want. Also, an additional benefit, there are 3 levels of mining in your team. Everyone you personally enroll, might be 3 people, 5, 10, 20, 100, doesn't matter. Everybody you enroll personally will be considered line 1 or level 1. So from their mining, from the tokens that they receive on a daily basis, for the next 7.5 years, you will receive 3% equivalent in tokens. Your second level will be 5%, and third level will be 8%. So in that, referral reward is only 3 levels, 1, 2, and 3. Now, when we're looking at this kind of return of bonuses based on other people's mining, this is massive. I will show you that at the end of this presentation. On top of that, however, on a cash basis, it can be daily, weekly, every transaction that takes place in your organization, the team gets paid. Every time somebody will buy a credit card for $10, 50% is for the bank and 50% goes to the network. Every time somebody's paying $3 per month for the Visa card, $1.50 for the bank, $1.50 goes for the network. Every time somebody might request a loan from the interest, is commissionable. Every time somebody is using the Visa card from crypto to fiat, there is a transaction from 1.5 to maximum 3%, also commissionable. Every time somebody's going to do a wire transfer, it's commissionable. So when you look at, to make it simple for everybody, it's a bank. So every banking or financial transaction takes place in your network, the network gets paid. You know, I've never seen anything like this where a bank will share the profit with the network. And here is an example. Somebody sent this to me. You see how there's $98 from the purchase of the Visa card. And actually, this is, by the way, from only 12 people. There are only 12 people in this lady's team. So $98 only from the purchase of the Visa, $70 only from the transactions, and this one is from the maintenance fees already. So $180, ladies and gentlemen, the last 3 weeks that this pay plan was launched. And this lady only, she has 11 or 12 people, maybe 13 people who actually activated the cards. Not bad. So who can join WeFi? Anyone. Anyone. And when we look at the timing right now, the keywords Web3, decentralized, those two keywords they are everywhere. The banking itself, if you look around in your own city, you'll see that many banks are shutting down most of their branches because they are pushing everybody to go online. Online is the way to go. Now, here is an example. Amounts will vary as we only have X number of tokens every second, 8 tokens per second for right now for the next year and a half. So the more people they join, the tokens will be distributed to more people. So it might be a fluctuation on those numbers that you're looking at. But then, as an example, $1,000 to buy technology within 7.5 years. By the year 2032, they will have approximately 25,000 tokens. And if the token that time is only $1, that's $25,000. When token goes at $10, that's $250,000. And I know that it sounds a lot of money. For how can I go from $1,000 to $250,000? Well, let's go back to the Bitcoin itself. It was few cents, and now it's 118,000 one Bitcoin. $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $25,000, $50,000. You know, people can buy whatever they want. There are no packages. You can buy whatever you want. Every time someone makes a purchase, that purchase is valid until 2032. So there is no monthly fees on the tokens. There is no reorder necessary. Whatever people buy, it will be functioning for 7.5 years. Now, every year, it would be blocked for at least a year, but every year, tokens would become available. So you have a choice once you have your tokens available out of staking environment that you choose. If you want 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, or 5 years, it's up to the people. Minimum is 1 year. So let's say after a year, you have, let's say, 5,000 tokens. Well, you have a choice. You can either sell them in the open market, as one choice. You can actually transfer them to your WeFi Visa card, and they will become money in the marketplace. It will be calculated based on the today's value, on the value of the date of the purchase, instantly. So it's actual money in your card. You can actually use the tokens to buy more technology, to increase more the the assets and the value for later on, or you can simply request a loan against your tokens. My dear friends, let me tell you something. In the past, actually even now, many people who go into these crypto investment programs, they want to buy tokens and sell it as soon as possible. Fear of loss, they want to get their money back. Well, this is a bank and will give you a choice that you can sell them, use them, or get a loan against them. Now, there's two parts of this strategy. Number one, let's say you have 5,000, 10,000 tokens already. If you sell them or use them, you don't have them anymore. And let's say the value is, let's say at $1, and you have 10,000 tokens, that's $10,000. You can use them or you can sell them, and then you don't have them anymore. You're going to get more tokens coming from the mining, but the 10,000 tokens, if you wish to sell them or use them, they're gone. Or you can request a loan against the 10,000 tokens. Therefore, you still have the tokens. You will pay a small monthly fee for the loan and interest. The interest becomes commissionable, profit for the network. But most important is two things. Number one, you got money from your own tokens, and you still have your tokens for later on when the price go even higher. Your profitability will be even more, and you didn't have to sell the tokens. You just took the loan against them. That's number one. Number two, by using this strategy in the entire community, in the network, the majority of the people, we know for a fact they're going to go for the loan because nobody wants to lose the tokens. They all want to wait until it goes to $10 or more. With that, it's going to create scarcity. There will be less tokens available because most people have already requested loans against their tokens. Therefore, everybody's happy. Low accessibility of token, high demand, price will go up. So in this example, you can actually see what the 10,000 can give approximately 2.7 million if it's a $10. So you can see the slide. Actually, I can send you the whole presentation. You can take a look at it. Now, this is on as a passive or even active when you have it on your own. But let's see what will happen if when building a network and everybody from the referral reward on tokens, take a look at this. Example, level one, you have sponsored only 10 people and everybody have purchased only one time only, $1,000. They are receiving tokens every day for 7.5 years now. You will receive 3% of their total mined tokens. So everybody receives 25,000 for themselves. So out of 250,000 tokens combined, the 10 people, you receive 7,573 tokens. Your 10 frontline, they'll sponsor, let's say, 10 each. Now, second level, you have 100 people who actually bought only one time, $1,000. Now, the accumulative of tokens in the next, until 2032, will be approximately 2.5 million tokens. You get 5% on those in tokens. And level 3, if there are 1,000 people, the same format, everybody bought $1,000 one time, accumulative 25 million tokens, you get 8%. So with a group of about 1,100 people, each one of them bought $1,000 one time, never again, no more, just $1,000. For the next several years, you will accumulate over 2 million tokens as a bonus. And if we look at the possible price from $1 to $10, that can be converted between 2 to 20 plus million dollars worth of APR profitability from the tokens based on the receiving the tokens from the network. When I saw this plan, I saw for the first time in my 36 years in networking, I'm looking at an asset called a token or technology, which is the ITO, that multiplies by itself automatically, where people without any experience, they will be able to multiply their own asset. It will multiply every day for several years. And if the people have enough patience and collaborate and intelligently work the plan, they can become easily multimillionaires because of the multiplication of the asset, which is token, multiplied by the value of the token. Obviously, it's always based on how many technological units everybody will buy. With that said, I would now have the anybody has any question, Mr. Alex? Or anyone else have any
Yes,
question?
sir, right here. Real
Yeah.
quickly before we take questions, I want to call on a friend of mine, and he's been in the industry a very long time. He doesn't have to be here either. And when I say either, John and this gentleman, and he is definitely an industry professional. He's made tons of money, built huge organizations. Kojo, go right ahead. You've been waiting for a minute.
Thank you, Alex. And once again, thank you, Mr. John. And is a few reasons why personally myself I decided to take a hard look at this, right? And we've been in similar experiences, just like she said, and it's a great point that you brought out. In fact, I think a lot of people don't think like this in this space. And Alex, any project, the kind of questions I ask is 100% different from the mainstream questions, and so I appreciate her way of thinking as well. But Mr. John did say something very important, and I took some time to also read a little bit. And every point you have made, every question you have addressed, has also been addressed by this project in the way that they built it, right? Number one, I believe the team, the Stack team, oranges versus apples, they know what they're doing. First thing, right? So we have to at least be able to give them credit for building billion-dollar enterprises as well. Number two, I have a friend of mine, Reeves is a chairman for one of their projects, and it's a big project, with Inter Miami and everything. And he had told all of those guys prior that he's working on a banking system that's going to disrupt because of how they are pushing USDT out of certain European countries, right? There's a whole beef with the MiCA laws being very strict. They've taken USDT off certain web exchanges in replacement of Eurocoin and USDC, right? So the independence is why he built this project. The very thing that we are asking the questions about, that independence, I believe is why he built it. Now, we know that in crypto, whether it's meme coins, whatever it is, inflow versus outflow, right? Because tokens usually run on Ponzinomics, right? Bitcoin itself, even the grandfather is running on Ponzinomics. But the only reason why Bitcoin held and is where it's at, because now people believe it's a store of asset. It's the mindset, right? So like you said, education is very important. The advantage that we have is we don't have to wait the 10, 15 years for people to develop the right mindset for Bitcoin. People can look at the history of what's happened in crypto, and when they see a project that has so many inflows and very minimal outflows, they will come. And what do I mean by more inflows? You get your coins, right? You can buy it off the exchange, you can get it through the mining, but these coins, you have the ability to use them in multiple ways within the ecosystem, right? Looking at the white paper, they already have a game, right? A lot of people probably haven't seen, but there's already a game attached as one of the little tiny ecosystems. There are so many ecosystems in this project. The debit card, right? Very important. That when you're working with a banking institution, putting our coins on the card, you're technically just selling it back to the bank. They don't have to sell the tokens. They have collateral to actually give you liquidity, right? So that token will go back in the ecosystem, right? Hence the price doesn't have to go down. So the more people that are encouraged to use the different outlets, it allows to maintain more inflows, right? Then we also look at the fact that they have their ATMs. Now that is a great deal because now you can send crypto from one location to another, and the person at the other end can receive remittance in their local currency, not even in the coin being sold, right? So that's another way you are blocking out the outflow, right? And then you look at the different things where the banking side, we're able to have collateralized loans. Now, you know, into crypto today, a lot of people that made a big fortune in DeFi never really sold their Ethereum or their Bitcoin, right? They went to DeFi protocols like Curve, like Compound and all these different things. They leveraged their tokens, they borrowed assets, and they traded the borrowed assets. And this is the reason why tokens like Ethereum and Bitcoin are holding strong. There is billions and billions of collateralized loans on all the DeFi liquidity protocols from Aave to Compound and all these different things. So you looking at this team that is highly stacked, and you read that the Git book, you see that there is layers of collateralization that will come. It's already probably even there. I'm just new as well, about 3 days in, and I'm excited. So definitely you asked all the right questions. I like your mindset. Take the time to run through the numbers, and then let's jump on this call. One thing about Dr. John, he's working so hard, right? And that means that he's always available. And I can tell he already knows so much about this. He didn't just jump on and say, show me the money, but did a lot of due diligence. And so I appreciate that. But if I could say anything, that's all I wanted to say.
Kojo, that was awesome. I'm glad we recorded this.